Hadis riwayat At-Tirmizi narrated Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Give back what has been entrusted to you to him who entrusted you, and do not violate the trust of him who violated your trust." Reported by At-Tirmizi and Abu Dawud. At-Tirmizi graded it Hasan Sahih and Al-Hakim graded it Sahih. The word Wadiah, which means reward, lot, or deposit, is the root of the phrase Wadiah. According to Hanafi scholars, it is defined legally as giving someone the authority to keep the owner's property, either openly or indirectly. On the other hand, Wadiah is a representation in maintaining ownership of dignified private possession in a particular way. According to scholars Shafi'i and Maliki, when defining Wadiah as a representation in maintaining another person's property, which is done by the keeper as a charity. Hanbali scholars include the concept of charity. In summary, Wadiah can be defined as any belongings left by the owner or his representative with somebody to take care of them. The act is done because of charity. Wadiah in the context of Islamic banking is an agreement in which the owner deposits cash or other items for the bank's safekeeping. The bank will then approach the owner for permission to utilize the property, and the bank will bear all associated risks and reward. On the other hand, the owner is free to remove and return his asset at any moment. This idea, which stands for faith with insurance, was established in Malaysia and is known as Wadiah Ya'tamanah. This idea relates to the owner funds that are managed by others. Wadiah is a trust, hence the person in charge of maintaining the asset serves as a guarantee.
In Wadiah, Islamic banking operates on the principle of safekeeping, custody, deposit and trust. Customers deposit funds or assets with an Islamic bank which guarantees to return their funds upon request, while the bank may invest these funds in Sharia-compliant ventures, and in most of the agreements, the bank charges a fee for the safe custody of the depositor's funds. Therefore, the profit generated from this investment are shared between the bank and the depositor according to predetermined ratio. It's essentially a form of deposit taking with the added element of profit sharing. Based on Hanafi school, main parts of Wadiah are: first, we need two parties who will make a contract, which are the depositors and deposit receipt. Second, Wadiah, which is an asset. Third is ijab and qabul. Qabul can be expressed by saying, "I now accept," or by receiving the assets and being silent afterwards. That's how the quiet turns into a kind of qabul.
Wadiah Ya'tamanah is when the customer or depositors trust the bank to use their money, with the bank guaranteed the full return upon request or upon demand. But the bank used their customers' money to operate their operations. Are they allowed to do this? Yes, due to the permission that was given to them by the customers in the first place. Did you know that when the bank get profit from their operations, they are not even obligated to give customers any return, because it was said that the profit generated belonged to the portion of the bank. So, the first issue that arises is the bank allowed to use customers' money for their operation, which is investment, despite the permission that was given when this account is 100% savings account and not a current account. Next, Wadiah Yakdomanah emphasizes the trust and responsibility placed on the custodian, which is the bank, to protect customers' money. Bank is authorized to safekeeping either using implicit or explicit term. If you notice, bank deducted a certain amount from their customers' account. Every year, the amount deducted is considered as high amount for an organization that is supposedly act as a custodian or a safekeeper to their customers' fund or money. Therefore, is the bank allowed to charge their customers high fees every year non-stop when their duty is to keep the funds safe and they even use the money to do their operation like investment?
Islamic scholar perspective have two categories. First, Islamic perspective. Second one is modern perspective. According to Imam Maliki, when someone asks for a wage from the person who entrusted the goods, as a sign of hard work in keeping the trust, this is not allowed because the basic element of wadiah is to help each other, not to earn an income. If wadi need money to buy necessities in maintaining the item, then the full cost will be borne by the muwadi. Imam Maliki states that the principle of wadi'ah is a trust, not a guarantee. Assets or goods deposited cannot be used by the deposit, and if the deposit use the item and there's a damage or loss of the deposit property after it has been used by the trustee, which is wadi, then he must be responsible for damage. According to the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, Abu Rafi reported that Allah's Messenger ﷺ took from a man as a loan a young camel below 6 years. Then the camels of Sadaqah were bought cheap. He ordered Abu Rafi to return to that person the young camel as a return of the loan. But Abu Rafi returned to him and said, I did not find any among them but better camels above the age of 6. He, the Holy Prophet, said, give that to him, for the best men are those who are best in paying off the debt. Taking advantage of trust property means violating the trust, losing the law of wadi'ah contract, and invalidating the law in keeping the trust. If trustee admits his mistake, then he has to take responsibility and return his property to the original owner. The second one is modern perspective. The term of wadi'ah is where one party entrusts their money or asset to the another party for safekeeping. Wadiah is divided into two types, which are wadiah yad amanah and wadiah yad domanah. What is wadiah yad amanah? Wadiah yad amanah involves safe custody of deposits based on trust, where the bank maintains the fund savings by his effort without receiving any profit. While wadiah yad domanah means safekeeping with guarantee, where the bank can use the customer property for investment purpose and is entitled to receive the profit. If the bank gains the profit, they can give the profit obtained to the depositor as a form of hibah. What is hibah? Hibah is a form of gift given to on the basis of love to reward account holders based on wadi'ah principles for keeping their money or deposit safely with the bank. For example, the bank gives hibah as a token of appreciation to depositors for allowing them to borrow the money. So, Al-Wadi'ah saving account also contains gharar. What is gharar? Gharar means uncertainty in a transaction that occurs due to non-fulfillment of the Sharia provision in the transaction. When a depositor creates a saving account to save his money to the bank will charge a higher fee for service charge or accounts added. So what does the bank do with the fee charge? All transaction that contains gharar is forbidden in Islam.
Now, I will explain the solution from Muamalat perspective, which is court saving account. What is meant by court saving account or court contract? Court, stemming from Arabic verb qoroda, translates to a formal agreement where one party lends money to another, with the borrower obligated to repay the loan with an item or asset of equivalent value. It's a concept rooted in trust and fairness. ensuring both parties benefit from the arrangement by promoting sharing and mutual assistance. Let's move to first issue and solution. In Wadiah Damana, your initial investment is promised to be safe, but the bank can use your money for its activities without asking. This lack of transparency can be confusing. With a court contract, things are clearer. The agreement clearly states that the bank can use your money for its operations and investments. This means you know exactly what your funds are going, solving any uncertainty about how they are being used. Second, in Wadiah Damana, you pay fees to keep your money safe, even if the bank uses it. This can seem expensive. With a court contract, fees might be lower because the bank earns when your money is used. They may charge less. These fees cover running the loan system and sharing profits, possibly making it a more cost-effective option. According to the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, narrated Abu Hurairah, Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, "A man used to give loans to people and used to say to his servant, 'If the debtor is poor, forgive him so that Allah may forgive us.' So when he met Allah after his death, Allah forgave him." In conclusion, Islamic banking offers a unique approach to managing deposits, catering to a wide range of financial needs and risk preferences. At its core are transactional accounts similar to checking accounts but with added security and convenience for daily transactions, prioritizing safety over profits. Additionally, Islamic banks provide investment opportunities which came with inherent risks, requiring depositors to understand the risk-return spectrum. Versatile savings account bridge security and growth using models like Qard, Wadiah Damana, or Mudharabah, emphasizing profit sharing or partnership. This allows depositors to earn returns on their savings while supporting Sharia-compliant activities. Overall, Islamic banking offers a flexible and Sharia-compliant way for individuals to manage their finances according to their risk tolerance and financial goals under Islamic law. Understanding these options aids in making faith-based financial decisions.